coming here this morning. And I'd also like to say one final thing, that this morning is also a very special day because the Torch of Life is being dedicated in memory of Andrew Hatfield. And right here, I'd like to introduce you to Andrew's mom, Peggy Hatfield. Andrew passed away in 2001 at the age of 22 years while he was on the wait list for a heart transplant. So at this time, I would like to pass it back to our MC, Doug Cole, and thank everyone for attending.
Thank you.
You could have been a teacher, right? In a minute later on, I should say, Samantha is going to speak as well. Christopher is also going to speak, and Peggy as well. So, Donna's already introduced you. I mentioned George, but I didn't mention the special thing in my house that George gave me. It's a picture of George with Pope John Paul II. He's gone to heaven now. George Marcello. You have to tell the story with the Pope.
Thank you. I first of all want to mark today as a very historic day, because this is the first time ever that anything of this magnitude has ever been organized, where we have literally hundreds of students organized in over 100 cities across Canada to relay the Torch of Life, as Mr. Cole mentioned, that was previously blessed by Pope John Paul II and many other millions of Canadians, and for that matter, many other pastors of different religions. So today is a historic day because, as it's been mentioned, Canada has been suffering with a critical rate of organ donations, and we feel through our youth that are going to represent each community right across Canada, we feel that it's going to send a very strong message to everybody in Canada how important this issue is, and to finally get on top of it, because we don't need to find a cure on this. The cure is with us. As long as we can reach everybody from coast to coast, we can find the cure. And that's what our young students are going to do. They're going to represent, they're going to champion this issue. And while I'm up here, because I won't be coming up here twice, I just want to do my time here now, and I want to thank a few people for making this possible, and of course Doug Cole, he's always there. He's waiting for my phone call. When are you doing your next campaign? You know, and so this is the next one. But I also had the honor of meeting Donna O'Rourke, and usually it takes one person that really gets into this campaign and does everything. And so I want to acknowledge Donna O'Rourke as our St. John's angel. Also, we want to thank the Quality Inn for putting us up for 2 days here. We also, and I'm going to bring him up here in a few seconds, we want to thank Jungle Gyms, because when we came here last time with Christopher in 2004, that's the first time I ever ate at a Jungle Gyms. And throughout the whole Maritimes, we were eating Jungle Gyms. And we got so used to eating Jungle Gyms that when we got to Quebec, there was no more Jungle Gyms. And we had to go through this withdrawal, no more Jungle Gyms. And I kept asking Stephen to build one in Toronto or something, so it could be close by. I wouldn't have to come to the Maritimes to get the... So I want to call Stephen up here because he's done a lot in Christopher's wish, and he's doing a lot again. And I just wanted to say a few words.
Thanks very much, George. But I have to tell you, we're not here this morning to be acknowledged. Rather, we're here to acknowledge, and to a couple of wonderful people I met here just 3 years ago. And Where's Christopher? I saw him. He's grown up. Christopher, great to see you. Great to see you. Welcome back to Newfoundland. But I want to acknowledge the great work that you're doing. Secondly, I want to say we're all here today. There's a little forum going around here, I believe, George. Yeah. Let's take some concrete action. Let's really take one of these home tonight and look at it, talk it over with our kids, our family. George always says it's really, really important to talk to your family in this, making this decision. But let's take it home and let's acknowledge it and talk it over. Thirdly, you really do get acknowledged when you feed people. So I just want to mention to George that you're welcome to stop at every jungle gym from here to New Brunswick. And now, luckily, we do have a couple in Alberta. So after you get over the withdrawal, we can
resume our dictionaries.
Thank you all very much.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, George.
That's okay.
Shouldn't have staged the governor, but Samantha, I want you to take this back to your school. I want to acknowledge you as well, and after you pick up one of these country colors for yourself, you can give them out to the students.
All right. The final thing I want to say is I want to acknowledge our new road manager, Mr. Lou, who's going to be with us the next 8 months. And you've seen the road managers before. They go through all night. And he's willing to rough it out for the next 8 months. So please, everybody, give Mr. Lou a